Hey folks, I'm back. It's evening. Oh, lots of details to fill in. So, so if you didn't see the previous video, yeah, basically Scruffy threw up right after he finished eating on the duck over there, and that was actually recorded. So that's basically where I left it. So basically, I gave him. So he basically walked off and disappeared. I think he was pretty angry about the food. Um, I think he was mad at me. Uh, I left a fresh bowl of food, no water this time, and I mixed in. So it's a mixture of the new Kirkland stuff, the old Meow Mix, and a little bit of chicken. So trying to entice him with good stuff. But I left it at the door. I was gone for 3 something hours, and I'll talk about that later in a moment. But basically, he did not come back. So the food was just sitting out there. And then when I came back, I put the food in the refrigerator. I left some just regular dry kibble, just as an enticement. Some on the outside, some on the inside, just to try to attract him. But yeah, he never came back. And that was another few hours. I was out in the front briefly, and I saw he had resumed one of his spots out in the front yard. And so he stared at me and kind of gave me the evil eye. So I think he blames me for making him throw up. Okay, so where should I go next? Okay, so let's talk about what I did this afternoon. So why was I gone for a bunch of hours? And so I've been trying to do a bunch of things to try to address the situation. So first of all, I mentioned in the last video I've been looking for silver mine, and I finally found some. So I actually got more, but so long story is I had to go across town. There's no pets. The closest PetSmart to me is not that close, and they didn't have any in stock. So I had to go to a further one, which claimed to have some in stock, but you couldn't order online. You had to go to the store and hope it was there. I went to the store, and the one I actually wanted was not there. So I actually wanted two. So there was a 2-ounce bag of Pet Links, Silvervine, and catnip for $2.50, and that was not there. Instead, this bag that I got is 0.5 ounces. I don't know if you can see that, 0.5 ounces, and that was $5. So it's a ridiculous price. So I'm kind of annoyed, but I had to actually get help because I couldn't even find it on the shelf. Then I got it as backup. I got another one. It's Meowana brand, and that one was $10. It's a bigger bottle though, so I'm gonna basically, since it was so far for me to drive, I figured, well, I don't want to go back and forth. Might as well grab what I want and get now. And then on top of that, I was also looking for Silvervine sticks, chewable sticks, and some cats, I guess, like to chew on it, and I guess it's a good dental thing. The store was supposed to have that, but that wasn't in stock either, so, or it was missing, so they didn't actually have any stock that we could find. Then I went to Target, which was very close, and I got a bunch of things, including the golf balls. And so I'm kind of annoyed at how expensive golf balls are. Got a 15 pack for $11. So I'm putting the golf balls in the bowl to try to slow them down. I'm not sure if maybe the water is causing them to throw up. So I guess some new theories about the vomiting. So one theory is maybe it's too much water. The water is actually not good, or it doesn't like the water. Another theory is the brush. I put a whole bunch of catnip on it a long time ago, hoping that it would entice him. Never worked. But I'm wondering if he has like maybe an allergy or something to catnip. So maybe it's actually making him sick. So that's a possibility. So I rinsed off the brush with the hose. So hopefully this catnip's gone. Um, but I'm not going to use that tonight. The other theory is that, yeah, so in addition to eating too fast, which is what the golf balls are for, so they're supposed to slow him down from eating, I actually had 5 in there, and I had the bowl outside. He finally came up this evening to the bowl, and he was trying to get at the food, but he couldn't manage it with the 5 golf balls, so I pulled out one. Hopefully maybe he can manage with 4, but we'll see if he comes back. Okay, so anyway, yeah. So theories. So he's eating too fast, causing him to throw up. Could be the catnip causing him to throw up, or it could be just the brushing itself. So I read some cats get stressed out, and maybe just because I'm causing him so much stress by brushing him, that it's causing him to throw up. Because I know it's definitely trying to make him eat faster, but it could also just be stressing him out. Okay, so I also stopped at Dollar Tree, and that was really annoying because it was a really long line to check out. Couldn't believe how long it was. So I picked up this different type of back scrubber. Instead of the bristles, it's kind of a clothy, feathery type touch thing, so it should be a lot softer. I'm hoping that maybe he might tolerate that one a little better. And I've just put some silver vine on that. So I'm hoping as he passes it, he'll sense the silver vine and start interacting with it. Also at Target, I picked up, they have their own brand of silver vine and catnip, the Smarty Cat. Same brand I've been using for just the regular catnip, and the spray that I got for cheaper than PetSmart. Still more expensive than it should be. It wasn't the right size. But since I was there, I said, okay, might as well just grab it. One of these brands hopefully will work. So I don't actually know. So none of the pouches actually say what percentage of silver vine they use, because all of them are a blend of catnip and silver vine. So hoping that some of the one of these brands will have enough silver vine that will actually do something. My final fallback will be on Amazon. There's a brand called Kitty Crack, and it's really expensive, where all these other ones are measured in multiple cents per ounce. That one's measured in dollars per ounce. So it's kind of expensive stuff, but it's like pure silver vine. And I've found a couple videos on YouTube and reviews, on the internet, and it seems to be pretty good. So if all else fails, that will be my last shot. But I really hope this works, because if this doesn't work, I don't know. So basically, he's losing trust in me because he's throwing up, I think, and if I can't get a break here, this may turn into a lost cause, because already he's like, he's usually over there. So he did come up to the door, and then he sat there, and then I came out, and he moved all the way back there. So he's not happy with me, doesn't seem to trust me. I've basically been losing his trust because he's been throwing up. And I don't know if he's too happy with the golf balls, but we'll see. So my plan is to see if he can handle the 4 golf balls, and if he can, I'll pull out one more. He should be able to handle the 3. It's a pretty big bowl. Also at the Dollar Tree, I was hoping they'd have golf balls. They didn't. They have these like kind of cushy balls that they're kind of bouncy, but they're kind of cushy at the same time. I picked up 3 of them. They're like small. They're, I'd say, smaller than a baseball, so they're bigger than a golf ball. They're not as heavy as these golf balls, but they do have a little bit of weight to them. So I've been kind of going back and forth. I can put 3 of those balls in there, or 5 of the golf balls in there. I decided to go with the golf balls, just since, that was like the #1 recommendation. Though, since I was at Dollar Tree, I could have tried to forego the golf balls and save $11 plus tax. and just to use the cushy balls. But yeah, so this cat's eating me out of house and home. It's costing me a lot of money here. And you don't appreciate any of it. So anyway, so if the cat, if it is nerves that's causing him to vomit, I'm hoping, desperately hoping, that the silver vine will calm him down and basically calm his nerves, and he won't throw up. So I really need a big breakthrough with the silver vine. So it's a little earlier than normal. He came back earlier. I didn't expect him. It's like 7:30, 8 o'clock right now. Last night he didn't come to about 10:30, 11. So he's back a little earlier than I expected. And since he's been mad at me all day, I wasn't even sure if he's going to come back tonight. So I'm hoping he'll come for the food. So I don't know how long we're going to sit here, because yeah, before we were making improvements, and now he's been vomiting the past couple of days. Yeah, he's definitely lost a lot of trust in me and the food. So, so as far as food quantities go, I need to look at the Meow Mix one more time. But basically, yeah, the Kirkland stuff, it's basically half the quantity that I was given him before, so it's much more calorie dense than the other stuff. So I have to give him a lot less food, and so I'm hoping to just kind of. So what I want to do is basically give him maybe even a little less than that, and then supplement it with the Meow Mix, and hopefully it'll give him a little bit of more full feeling. I'm hoping that, yeah, basically the vomiting is not because of the dry food, but because of maybe the catnip or the brushing, the nerves, or just eating too fast. So, because yeah, the other final solution will be the more expensive one, where I have to start buying him wet cat food. But boy, what a picky cat for feral. It really is going to eat me out of house and home. So and considering he's not even that friendly with me, I have a hard time justifying spending exorbitant amounts of money on wet cat food continuously. So yeah, I just blew a whole bunch of money on catnip today. I might be buying more. And so yeah, the other thing with the acclimation to petting. So I'm going to pull it off in the brush right now. I am going to try this brush if he reacts to it. So if he likes the silver vine, then I might use it. If he doesn't like the silver vine, I might hold off for a day or two. I really would like to try the brush. But yeah, if it is nerves, I need to get him acclimated to the new food and the golf balls and everything else. The brush just might be too much right now. But if he likes the silver vine, then yeah, I'm definitely going for it. With the brush, if the silver vine affects him positively, then he'll actually want the brush, so it shouldn't be a problem. And then I think on my to-do list is I need to buy some animal handling gloves, and so maybe I'll forego the brush entirely, and I'll just start petting him with the gloves. I'll try to figure out a way to do that with the gloves. And I'm sorry for the bad angle, but yeah, he's obviously not happy with me, so he's trying to stay out of sight. I guess I can zoom in since I got both hands free right now. Hey Scruffy, you want some food? Got dinner. I mean, I know you threw up your lunch today, or your breakfast, so you're probably hungry unless you caught something. So yeah, it was a cool day today, so yeah, it was overcast and the weather cooled down quite a bit from the heat waves we've been having. So it was, let's say, maybe low 70s. So anyway, so since it was so much cooler, I don't know, maybe more animals come out in the day, so maybe get to catch his food more easily. And then he was in the front yard. I think it was just because he was avoiding me. doesn't like me anymore now. And so I said, well, I'm going back to the front. Because, yeah, he's basically taken ownership of my entire yard, both front and back. But as I started feeding him, we're coming on, we're approaching 4 weeks now, I think. So this has been going on for a while, so I'm actually getting frustrated too. So, um, and it's very frustrating and disheartening to lose progress like this. But anyway, so as I was feeding him, I noticed he was not. I was not seeing him in the front anymore, and I don't know if it was just because it seemed like he was hanging out in the backyard more, but it could be that maybe he was just um, not visible in the front. But I think he's actually been hanging out in the back more, and so today was definitely a change in behavior. Though again, the weather also changed, so maybe it's also has something to do with the weather. So there's a lot of variables in play. So I don't know if it's the food that's really making him throw up, because I didn't find any percolin throw up from last night. I mean, it's possible he threw up in the bushes or something, so I didn't see it. But he seemed pretty happy with me last night. So one thing I didn't mention was, so I think so I fed him about 10:30, 11 last night. He came back probably around 11:30, 12 maybe, back to the door. So he basically I was cooling down the house, left the screen door open, the lights were off. He came right up to the door, looked in, and I think he does that. I don't know if he's hoping I'll feed him, but he does that. At least he used to do that. So I'm thinking maybe he was in a good mood after last night's meal, so we made amends. So I'm hoping we can make amends again here. So yeah, he's just chilling. So yeah, he is earlier than usual. So I don't know. So we're coming up on 18 minutes now. I've just been sitting here, and yeah, he actually did come to the door looking for the food. So I don't know what his deal is. I think I am going to go back in. I'm going to bring the food back in. I'll leave a little bit out again to attract him, and then I think we'll try this again because, yeah, he's just sitting there. And I don't know why. I think he's mad at me, trying to teach me a lesson, but at the same time, I can't really reward bad behavior as well. So he's going to also have to learn if he wants the food, he has to eat it. Of course, I don't know if he wants the food now because he's thrown up. So who knows? Anyway, so I'm going to stop the video here, and with luck, I'll get to resume it shortly, and hopefully he'll have a reaction to the silver line and like the food. So I'll be back.